Hello, everybody. This is RC with Retiring by Investing coming at you with another comprehensive market review. And today we'll be going over the VIX. Basically, right now we are below all moving averages on the VIX right now, and it's trending downwards, which is a really good thing for swing trades who don't expect any like crazy overnight gaps in either direction. But right now, a lot of setups are working, and as long as they stay working, positioning aggressively is also something that should be done, in my opinion. But going forward, if we do get above 22, I would be cautious just a little bit, only because that kind of sets us up to gap the other way on the VIX, and that's something I don't want to do while holding swings. Going to the SPY, what we have right now is all-time highs, and the one thing I want to stress over everything else is that I've said this previously from before, is that if we go to all-time highs on any stock, on any index, doesn't really matter, there's no resistance above you, period. And so all-time highs can go even higher. And it's not something that a lot of people realize. We obviously do want to pull back to some extent, but one of the things I will stand by for sure is that if the setups are working, then play the setups. If we do ever get a pullback, I think 697 is probably going to be the retest point. If we could dip a little bit lower, but 697 is something that you want to hold or test and reclaim or hold. And as long as that's happening, then we have a path where we can kind of go sideways here, have the MAs catch up, and then eventually break higher. Now, that doesn't have to happen, but that's one of those things that you really want to keep in mind as you're playing. With the RSP right now, you're going to see some resistance at the 205 level and possibly some basing to the right side here, and then, or maybe even test lower here. We don't really know. One thing is that this area got tested twice, kind of based in this area, had a 2-day break, followed through. So I would still be in the market to be playing with all of these factors. But the one thing that I would just want to make sure people are aware of is that, this scenario is coming up quick. We don't know exactly if this is gonna shoot straight through, or if this is gonna go base sideways or just retest down. We don't really know. So just have an idea that in the near term future we may have some resistance on the RSP, but that's one of the things that that I'm looking at currently. With the QQQE, we met resistance. So I don't know if this is actually just going to go sideways here, have a consolidation day, have the MAs catch up and then break higher or whatnot. But in this area here, we can test again to 105.54. If we hold that, this would basically be flagging out, and then we can get across. Or if we wanted to get a deeper pullback, I wouldn't be surprised if we hit the 103, 104 area based here for a little bit, and then make another comeback to the all-time highs, go sideways, and then break out. Those are like the scenarios that I have in my head. With the QQQ, with Mag 7 and everything like that, we're at all-time highs. Again, we can base to 638, test that area, go sideways, and go to all-time highs. The one thing I want people to realize, though, is that we've been in the consolidation for about 6 months. And once you go to all-time highs after a 6-month break right here, I don't expect to go down as much. I would expect to go higher, way higher, just because the market has resolved itself and is ready to kind of push through. I know a lot of people have been talking about volume and shit, but honestly, I mean, this thing has some strength. This is probably one of the fastest ways from going, all the way down here to all-time highs. And that's pretty fast. So do not underestimate the strength of the market right now. With MDY, we are all-time highs. So again, the same scenario, a retest here, 657, go break out. And then also IWM, the same thing, retest the 270 area and then break out. Again, going sideways here is nothing too crazy. A pause would be super, super healthy for the market. And what I expect going forward is that we're going to have a pretty nice 2026, but we'll see what happens from there. All right, guys, that's all I have. You guys take care. Peace.